Hey everybody, I'm Zelda Master and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. So in this video we're going to be searching for the stone taluses within Hyrule and killing them for another Medal of Honor from Kilton. Let's go ahead and speak to Kilton real quickly, get an idea about the stone taluses by getting more info about them, how many there are within Hyrule, and overall how many we've killed thus far. So if we do speak to Kilton about the Stone Colossus, more commonly known as the Stone Talus, they masquerade as normal rocks, burying themselves in the ground. Stubborn is an understatement. According to the most recent count, there are 40 of them in Hyrule. I'm currently after them myself, but they're just so big. Okay, so like every overworld monster, Kilton is too afraid to get near them, and we're gonna have to do the dirty work. So, alright, I'm down to do this, and you get yourself a lot of minerals, though I don't believe you can trade them to Kilton. So, this is like the one monster Kilton is desperate to farm, but doesn't really use its materials, so... yeah, but anyways, about the monsters once again, let's go ahead and speak to him and learn a little bit more about the stone, Colossus, these colossi known as the Stone Talus, and overall how many we've killed. So, we've killed 8 out of 40. You know what? I'll take it. That's not that bad. We didn't really look for any throughout the LP. So, yeah, 8 out of 40 isn't that bad. But we're going to kill all 40 in this video. So, get ready for that. And if I do open up my map, as you can see, yes, we've marked every single one on the map. And we do have one right by us near Hayteno Village. And I'm going to go ahead and pick this one up. All I need to do is pretty much jump down and head to it. But I don't want to use my sword for this. I actually want to get myself a different weapon because we're going to be killing a lot of stone taluses within this video, like a lot. And that was weird. I feel like the rock like disappeared and then reappeared. That was kind of creepy, but whatever. Okay, so yes, here in Hayteno Village, we're gonna head back to our house, Link's house that we bought, and I actually want to go ahead and pick up one of the champion weapons. I'm sure you can already imagine which weapon it's gonna be for killing these stone taluses. I mean, I don't really have to say it, but there you go. I feel like this will explain it. We could easily run with, his protection on. Yes, Daruk's weapon, which I believe is known as the Boulder Crusher or something. I don't know. Something like that. Like, there's the Stone Smasher or the Cobble Smasher. There's a lot of other types of similar weapons, but the one Daruk had is a lot better than the rest. Let's go ahead and pick it up. The Boulder Breaker. There we go. And I mean, we're going to be facing a lot of rocks, so this is going to come in handy. And just like, Revali's sword, which we currently have equipped, or Revali's bow, not sword, but just like his bow, we can easily rebuild all of these champion weapons if they do break, and yeah, it will be overall really easy. I mean, I don't really need Mipha's trident or Urbosa's sword nor shield, so we're not really going to use those, but this will come in handy overall for killing all of the stone taluses within Hyrule. So we're going to be going through several of these weapons within this video because we're going to have to reforge it because it will break a lot. But overall, I feel like, yeah, this weapon will be the best to use to kill the stone taluses because, one, it's meant to break rocks, like you can use it to mine, and it's does 60 damage, known as the Boulder Breaker. So overall, I feel like it fits for this scenario. Now, before I do leave, I want to go ahead and place this weapon, the Sword of Six Sages. This is the exact same weapon that Ganondorf used in Twilight Princess in the final battle, and overall the sword that was used to execute Ganondorf in Twilight Princess. But if you played the game, you know what happened and all of that. Overall, just a really cool sword you can get from the Ganondorf amiibo, and we did that through streaming. Same goes for, actually, let me quickly show off the Bow of Light, or I guess this is called the Twilight Bow, aka Zelda's bow from Twilight Princess. That was the bow that was used in Twilight Princess. Link never actually got to use it himself. It was Zelda's bow, but overall it's cool how you can get it, and that's gotten through the Zelda amiibo. And we also did that on stream. For those who missed out, I believe the archive should still be up. But overall, yeah, I'm going to stream, like, the really boring sections within the game, like grinding for amiibos or getting material, and then, we'll do all the objectives through the LP, which we are currently doing, like the Stone Taluses, and let's go ahead and get started. But yes, I want to make sure I took this weapon with me, and, I had to give my reason why and why I'm using it, but that's mainly because the original plan way back when we first started this LP was to have all the champion weapons hung on the wall and never touch them, just leave them on display looking all awesome. But as you play the game and as you go through so many weapons, especially killing all of these bosses, yeah, it'd be nice to have a weapon that we can constantly reforge and that does decent damage like Daruk's Boulder Breaker. Like, I feel like this will be of use. But alright, so Stone Talus, it's just a Stone Talus. Some of them are known as like the Junior Rock or something, I don't know. There's like different types and each one obviously gets stronger. And then we got like the Frost and the Fire Taluses as well, so there's a lot of different types, but they all count in the 40 that we're going to be killing. So that was really quick, but that's because we used a really good weapon. Not bad at all. Now on to the next one, and that is over here on Haytano Tower. We're going to go ahead and make our way to the next Stone Talus. Just one after the other. We're going to try to do this as quickly as possible. Let's go. And overall, I'm excited to use this new weapon because, I mean, yeah, most of our weapons break really quickly, and I feel like this weapon is meant to last. I feel like all the champion weapons last a lot longer than the other weapons, but I might be wrong. I don't really know the durability for the weapons. All I know is that the Hylian Shield outdoes everything. I mean, think about it. We're still using the same Hylian Shield we got way back in Hyrule Castle in episode 20-something. And I've been, you know, shield surfing a lot. I've been blocking, parrying, doing all sorts of stuff. And it's still perfectly fine. I love that. I wish all the weapons were like that. Like, I wish they broke, but it took a little more time. I don't know. Or at least we could reforge it. I get a little too attached to weapons, you know? So it sucks when it breaks for good. And that's why I'm so afraid to use my second Bagoron sword. But alright, I didn't mean to use... We did not need to use Urbosa's Fury there. But it doesn't matter, at least it's on cooldown now, so when it does come back up, we'll have 3 charges instead of just the 1. But okay, another one down. This is going to go by a lot quicker than the Hinoxes, it seems. At least, so far, we're doing it pretty quickly. Alright, so the quickest one to this one, obviously, is through this shrine. So let's go ahead and teleport and take on the next Stone Talus. So I'm just going to run to each one, and we're just going to try to do it as fast as possible. And the main reason why I want to do this as fast as possible is because, yeah, the Hinox, you know, assassination video, I guess you could say, where we killed every single Hinox, took us quite a bit. And I feel like we killed them really fast. I did toy with some of the Hinoxes by, like, only using a bow on horseback or, like, trying to have it hit me with a tree or something. But I'm not going to do it for the Stone Taluses because, sadly, I feel like every Stone Talus has the exact same battle concept. There's really nothing new to it. You're gonna, you know, jump on it. If it's, you know, the weak point isn't on top of it, it's gonna be on its back, making it slightly more difficult to kill. But other than that, that's pretty much all there is to every Talus battle. And yeah, it's not really that exciting, but I love just the concept. You know, just having to climb the actual enemy, and here it's going to be tough to climb because, as you can see, it's raining. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get on now and hope I don't fall off. Let's go and crouch and just kind of hope we get... No, okay, well, never mind. It completely jumped off like that. But this one has been defeated, though it doesn't matter because we're going to kill all of them. And yes, it stopped raining. This is what I'm talking about. This is the other gimmick of the Taluses. So if it's not on top of it, like its weak point, it will be right here, but you can easily hit it with an arrow, and then what happens there is it's gonna oh wait, it's not even gonna fall. Okay, well, I mean, I can still hit it from here. I could do either or. There's a lot of ways to fight this guy, and let's go ahead and be careful. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and show off how to attack it from here. So usually what I do is like to stand on it and then just whack on it. Whoa, okay, well, that didn't really work out that well, but it doesn't matter. We killed it with arrows. Either way, my point is, if it's not, you know, killed the way we killed the other two, it's killed this way. And other than that, we're not really going to see much of a difference. So, yeah, not the most exciting boss fight, but it's just cool that you can climb it. I just wish we had more types of boss battles that you can climb. But anyways, on to the next one. I want to head over... You know, I'll just go to the Haytano Tech Lab and then walk from the beach. I think that'd be cool. We never really done that and explored the beach. And I do believe this Hinox is in, or Stone Talus is in a really cool place. And what I mean by really cool place is, this I believe this is a stone talus that is right by a waterfall, and it is just so beautiful. Like, being there and taking it on, and hopefully it stays sunny so we can witness that. But whoa, look at this, man. It is so beautiful. You never really get to see the vast, deep, blue, you know, the giant ocean that surrounds all of Hyrule. Or I guess not all of it, but just the eastern portions of Hyrule, because the other side is mountains and stuff that we can't get to. But my point is, yeah, it's something else. And when you do see, like, just far away nothingness in the back, it feels weird, because this game, like, when you're in the center of Hyrule, all you see is mountains and everything surrounding you, and everything is actually reachable. And then when you reach, like, the edge of the world like we are now, it's so weird just to see nothing within the game. I don't know, like, the way the game is structured is so well. Hyrule is beautifully put. Like, I don't know, man. Nintendo did an amazing job. I feel like Hyrule is the true protagonist within this game. Like, the world is everything in this game. I love exploring it. I love every landmark, everything about it. And that's why, as I've said thousands of times, I want a non-post-apocalyptic version of this world so we can play it and see everything when, you know, everything isn't post-apocalyptic. I feel like that explains itself. But yes, this is the area I was speaking of. So I'm going to go ahead and first jump down to get a better view. And I'm trying to think, do I want to get this Korok seed? Might as well, but, you know, no, we'll leave it. We'll leave it. Because, yeah, since we are doing Korok seed videos, they're not really guides per se, but I would like just to get all of the Korok seeds within each area at one time instead of getting one now. So I'm pretty sure there are another 2 Korok seeds in this exact area. So why just get the one now? I'll get the other one. I mean, no, I'll just leave it. Okay, let's just not waste time. Let's just focus on the battles at hand. So here is the next one. And yes, this, okay, it's not really like a waterfall, I guess. Never mind. It's more of a pond, but, I don't know, seeing this area with the nice lighting and everything is just so beautiful, and the beach behind you. Yeah, this place is really cool, and overall fighting this house, it reminds me of, I don't know, I want to say Hercules, some sort of movie where there was like this, it was Hercules actually, where Hercules was against like that centaur type thing that had, I'm assuming, see, I'm explaining this like all of you guys watched it and know what I'm talking about. And had Meg, I believe, yeah, Meg was the girl's name in Hercules. You know, the one Hercules was into. Haven't seen that movie in forever, but still. Okay, I'm doing a pretty, whoa, what is, that was weird. We saw underneath the water, and it looked really weird. But, okay. Let's go ahead and end this off. So, yes, usually these ones are a little crazy because, you know, we got to hit him on his back, but sometimes you can stun him like this. There we go. And then get your chance to, come on, whack. There we go. And we're done. So it took us a little longer, and we got hit, but that's all good. I mean, yeah, they're not hard regardless. Like, especially if we had decent armor, they'd be doing no damage. But, you know, to keep the challenge going as, you know, we do all of Kilton's dirty work, I will keep the Dark Link outfit on. Actually, maybe not all the time. We might have to swap soon. But, okay, we got two stone taluses right by each other. Well, not really. Actually, there's a shrine right here. So I'm going to teleport to this one, grab it, and then I guess we'll teleport to the other one. Even though on the map the distance doesn't look that far, it's pretty far. And overall teleporting will save us a lot more time. Alright, so here we are in Faron Tower, and this place, pretty beautiful, actually. Let me do something really quickly. So, instead of gliding right to where the talus is, I want to pick up a couple helpful fruit. And actually, wait a second, these guys were surrounding them. Nice. Yes, the durians are going to become really helpful because, I mean, they're overall really helpful for making food if you want to make full restore type food. And also give yourself even more hearts if you don't have max hearts. But since I do have max hearts, all we need is the full restore. So I'm just going to grab as many durians as I can. And then, you know, we'll cook them when the time is right. But this is pretty much the best area to farm them. I highly suggest coming here to just pretty much Faron Tower, jumping off, and then getting as many as you can get. And wait a second, did I really hear that Was that a bull? Wait, what the heck? That was so weird. Like, that sounded like a cow mooing. That was hilarious, because I don't believe I've... Like, I honestly don't believe I've ever heard that in the game before. That's so odd how I've never heard that after playing this game for over 400 hours. So far, this Let's Play file is, what, clocking over 130 or something? I believe we checked it out when we streamed last time. So, yeah, that's including stream time, which each stream so far has been like around 3 hours. So that just adds so much more to the in-game time. But yes, overall this file has been running for over 130 hours, and that's insane. That is really insane. But this file alone, because keep in mind I have another file that is definitely over 200, maybe 300, and yeah, but anyways, let's just go ahead and move on. Alright, I got as many as I can get. Overall, I just thought I'd show this place off for those who, you know, could use a really good place to farm. Because every Blood Moon, come back, farm as many durians as you can, and I mean, you'll be set. If you cook just one, don't cook any more than one at a time, you'll have plenty, and I mean plenty. Whoa, look at all these drumsticks. You'll have plenty of just full restores at any time. It's so nice. But alright, so the next one is up ahead. Let's go ahead and grab our boulder breaker once again and get ready to... Oh, this is nice, because this one, half of its body is already out. So look at this, yes. We were able to kill it immediately. Some of them, as Kilton said, are really stubborn and are just in the ground. But some of them aren't. They're just, yeah, you can see, you can clearly make out the stone talus from afar away. And there you go, just like that. It took us 1 second. So not bad. All right, to the next one. Let's go ahead and teleport near the stable, where hopefully we'll find... Actually, wait, the stable is right by us. Now, I don't know how much time I'm saving, you know. But for you guys, definitely saving time, right? Because you guys aren't entering the loading screens. At least I'm being, you know, I'm making sure to cut them all out now. At first, in the beginning of the LP, like I said, I've kept them all. But now I'm trying to cut them out. And overall, they do... I'm not complaining. I don't mind loading screens. But I did notice when I'm not talking through them that they do take a bit longer than I expected. So I wonder if I really did save myself time. Like, I could have just glided. No, I probably did. Gliding still takes a lot longer. But all right, let's see. Yeah, we could easily climb that. Can we actually? No, we can. Okay. You just have to make sure, you know, you always got to gauge how much your stamina meter can take, and you can easily tell from the beginning of the climb. Like, this one will easily make it. And let me go ahead and just get rid of you, buddy. All right. Got more chew jellies, but yes, this we should be able to make as well. And if not, we just need to add a little more climbing, like slow climb. No, we'll make it. Okay. Yeah. Like I said, you can easily gauge. If you have 3 stamina meters, though, all of it maxed out and don't have the 3 extra hearts like I do, I mean, I can imagine overall anything being so much easier. But then again, you can always make food that can replenish your stamina mid-climbing. So, if anything, you can kind of climb infinitely for as long as you have the food for it. And you can make some really easy recipes. Actually, maybe I should make a video or kind of touch up sometime on a lot of really easy recipes to make a lot of good food. If you guys are interested in that, let me know in the comments. I am looking into making general guides. A lot of you guys were interested in that as well, but I do think we're gonna wait until we fully finish this LP before I start another playthrough and make specifically guides for them, just because, you know, I don't want to slow down on this. And yeah, we want to have it all out as soon as possible, so I don't want to have anything else interfere. And you know, with hard mode coming out as well, there's lots to play in this game, so I'm excited to replay this game once or twice. But I really wonder how hard mode is going to work. Like, will it just replace your file and forever delete it? Because you can only have 1 file, so hopefully Nintendo works some way around that, and I don't have to replace this file to get hero mode. That would be really nice. But anyways, okay, on to the next one. That one was a piece of cake. Our boulder breaker is doing really well so far, so let's see how long it continues to last. And now that I think about it, I do believe it's gonna be a little cold up here, but I don't mind that. I'll lose the couple of you know, hearts or however much HP I'm gonna be losing to get down here. But I do think if I face any Frost Taluses or any of the fire ones, I'm probably going to use a better set of armor for it that will give me the resistance for it. Because I do believe in the last stream we did, we upgraded everything. And by everything I mean, well, not everything, but we upgraded the majority of our outfits into 2-star rating. And I just realized I was flying over this bad boy. I was continuing to head over to all the way over there, pretty much. I do believe that was a Hinox instead of a Talus, so yeah. But anyways, right here we should find the Talus we're looking for. I believe I'm right now standing on top of it, right? Yep, aha. It starts to rumble. It's always so hilarious when that happens. And now let's see how many hits we... Oh, this is a junior. Stone Talus is a junior. Okay, so I believe, you know, the whole, you know, family is here. We're going to find its other siblings, maybe. Or its father or something. I don't know. We'll see. But yes, I do find it funny how some of them are named like that. Similar to the Hinoxes. There's like junior and senior and whatnot. But alright, so that one's down. Let's go ahead and make our way here where we could grab an easy 3 because they're pretty much all right by each other and there's no other place to teleport to that's close enough, I guess. So, alright, let's go ahead and knock out a quick 3 of these Stone Taluses. I have a feeling one of them will be related to the one we just killed. Alright, let's go ahead and make our way around the Dueling Peaks. I love, okay, the Dueling Peaks, yeah. One of the few areas that I believe is completely original in this game, but is such an awesome landmark. Like, just seeing the Dueling Peaks from afar. I feel like that has to be, like, a Hyrule landmark from here on out. Just like Death Mountain is, just like Hyrule Castle is, just like, you know, Lost Woods is. The Dueling Peaks has to be one, in my opinion. I don't know, I just really like its formation and how overall it structures Hyrule. From afar, when you see it, it's just like... I think it's really cool. And plus, it's right by Kakariko, which overall, this whole area is like my favorite area within the game just to walk around because it feels like it had the most, I guess, royalty in it, around it and everything surrounding the area, like before everything was destroyed. You know, it was connected to the kingdom itself, of course, so yeah, with the Great Plateau and everything being near it. But anyways, I do believe this might be Stone Talus Senior. I hope so. Let's see, where is he? What? He's somewhere. Oh, okay. Oh, man, wait a second. This is way bigger. No, it's not. It looks bigger, but let's see. It is the senior. Whatever. I knew it was a senior, though. And it feels bigger. I can't... What kind of Urbosa's Fury was that, Link? That was the worst move ever. Okay, whatever. That was really weird, though. I didn't mean to do that, but... Anyways, let's just go ahead and move on. So, another one down. This one looks close by, but I do believe we're gonna... No, I do think we can walk to it. You know what? Let's just knock out 4 in one go. I bet we can do that pretty easily. But before I consider doing that, to make overall traveling a lot faster, let's go ahead and bust out the campfire. Oh, no. Okay, come on. If I can light it before it rolls down too far, it will stop. There we go. And now I want to go ahead and rest until nighttime just to get the little movement speed buff. I mean, it will be of use because, yeah, we are using the Dark Link mask, or the Dark Link outfit. So why not make use of it entirely, right? I mean, aside from looking cool, we get the benefit of running fast at night. So I want to use that, you know? But alright, let's go ahead and now get started to the next one. And overall, the colors look so nice when the sun is setting. You're seeing the orange in the horizon of the sun just slowly set, and yeah, everything about it is just so beautiful. I know, yeah, you know, I can't help it. I'm always gonna say this game is beautiful. It's the first HD Zelda. I was in love with, like, Ocarina of Time 3D's graphics and all of that. Like, just think of this one, and whoa, this guy, I don't believe we've ever killed this guardian specifically. I feel like in stream, we've killed every single guardian out there except this one. I wonder if he'll kill me if he lands this. So let's not let him land it, because if he does land it, that's going to be a bad time. But wait a second, we're not going to kill him, it seems, from this. Nope, I guess we're going to have to do one more. Or I could just do this. Boom. Actually, not even kill him. There we go. I guess because Daruk's protection doesn't do as much as the Hylian shield does when it deflects, so it takes longer than 3 deflects if you're using Daruk's protection to deflect an attack. So yeah, overall Daruk's protection is not the best in that regard. But hey, look, a Blood Moon. To no surprise, of course, we're getting one now, right? In the middle of just slaying enemies. But it doesn't matter. Even if they respawn, it doesn't matter, because we literally have stars saying whether we defeated the Talus or not, and that's what truly counts it. That, and just, you know, overall we're keeping stamp markers of each one, so I can tell which one I've killed and which one I didn't. So yeah, it's not like we're literally looking for each one. But okay, you know what? You're getting really annoying, buddy. Let me go ahead and try to climb you again. I feel like stasis would do nothing against this guy. Like, it would freeze him, but it's not. That's not the problem, him moving. It's just more so, you know what, let's just try to stun him and do it the way the game intends you to. So, is he gonna fall? Sweet. Alright, come on. Boom! Bam! There we go. Alright, and good timing too, right before the Blood Moon, because if we killed, or if we were attempting to kill him during the Blood Moon, I believe either he would respawn, a second one would automatically appear, or it would replenish its HP. I don't know, something happens. I don't think the game is the best when that does happen. Like, I don't really think the game intends for that to happen, you know, having you fight an enemy. But I do believe the developers had to keep that in mind, right? I mean, I'm assuming they tested for that. And for me, at least, I've only seen one glitch with fighting an enemy at the same time as a Blood Moon, and that was the Hinox for a shrine quest. So I guess normally you won't really find too many bugs when doing this, but I don't want to risk it. I don't want to be facing an enemy while this happens. It's so creepy, this Blood Moon that's happening, and look at that. Oh yeah, let's just run like this as we see the Blood Moon itself. I'm gonna skip it though, because I mean, like I said, we defeated Calamity Ganon. It's not as intense, but there we go. It has happened. And now it's over, and I'm still running. Alright, now let's get going. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm glad the Blood Moon still happens after defeating Calamity Ganon, because the concept of the Blood Moon is so awesome. Giving a reason for enemies to respawn and having a backstory behind it. I mean, I feel like you guys should know by now how much I'm obsessed with the lore. And even, it may seem far-fetched, but as long as there's story behind it, I'm 100% down for it, and to me, it's awesome. So, having this Blood Moon being the reason and why enemies respawn, I think it's so cool, because to me, it makes the game seem more realistic, with the game giving us a backstory, a reason and why these enemies respawn, not just having them respawn because it's a video game, and we accept that, you know? So yeah, I mean, it does play with the dynamic of the game. You know, they wouldn't want to have these giant bosses constantly respawning, but they also want to have them come back. So overall, I feel like, yeah, it's just really well thought out how the Blood Moon works and how it's a gimmick in the game to keep grinding, you know, waiting out the Blood Moon, having everything respawn, having these weapons that were breakable, you know, be able to be reobtained, you know, that once broke on you, you can get them again. So that's another reason why the Blood Moons exist, not just for the enemies, because, yeah, you'd run out of weapons if you broke every single weapon within the game, right? So makes sense in why the makes sense in why the game has Blood Moons, not just for enemies. Because yeah, I feel like that's another reason, and one of the main reasons in why it is a Blood Moon. Because if they had it, you know, enemies just respawn every time you reload the area, then how would they have? I guess you could have the weapons reload as well, but then you could easily abuse that method and farm the crap out of a really OP weapon. So it makes sense in why the Blood Moon has you wait it out, you know? And in reality, you never really wait for a Blood Moon. At least I've never desperately waited for one, except, wait, see, I'm not done yet, except the one for the shrine. That Blood Moon shrine is, yeah, it's just the biggest in-your-face, like, of just trolling, because I feel like everyone has had, well, not everyone, but I'm sure a lot of you guys had issues with it, right? Like, it can't just be me. And I do know, actually, a lot of my roommates and a lot of your comments as well did mention on how the Blood Moon Shrine was just overall really annoying, because you're trying to get an event that happens, and that you can only notice that happens for, like, 2 minutes tops to happen, and since it's RNG, it's just sometimes so unlucky for it to happen. But okay, so I do believe we farmed all of the... Okay, let me check. Which one is it? That one. I need to like really make sure I'm gonna be hitting the right one. So it's this one, right? That's the one I need to keep. Okay. So for those wondering what I'm doing right now, I'm making sure I figure out which is the right apple I need to keep untouched, because this is a Korok seed that we failed on getting just because I hit the wrong one. But there we go. So yeah, this is the Korok seed I believe I mentioned that I was going to come back for one day and get, and look at that, that was the day. So yeah, if you saw the Great Plateau Korok seed video, then you would know what I'm talking about. But anyways, now that I've obtained it, and now that we have every Korok seed in this area, including Great Plateau and all of that, we're good. But there's a lot more Korok seeds to collect, pretty much everywhere else throughout Hyrule. We've only focused on the easy stuff. But alright, back here in the ruins, you know, we got the stone talus, I believe, watching. Okay, there we go. It's easy to tell which one is the right rock that you need to aim for. And I love how this one is a little mossy. It fits, you know, to be in the lake and everything. And yeah, overall, I just really like the way they all vary like this. Like, the detail is pretty cool. It's just, sadly, it's the exact same battle every time. Alright, so I guess this is a unique way to try to hit the stone talus if the weak point is on its back and you don't know how to like really, or if you don't even have arrows, just try that. It works. So there we go, and I think that's all of them in this area, so not bad. Let's go ahead and make our way quickly over here, I guess, and get the next one. I mean, it's not too far to walk to, but might as well just keep teleporting to, yeah, have this go faster. So far, I'm pretty happy with, you know, how this is going. I feel like it's going way quicker than I, like, expected. Mainly because, yeah, I was comparing it to how the Hinox, you know, episode went. It took us a lot longer to find each one. Still fun nonetheless, but, yeah, I just feel like overall it was much longer, even though both battles are really easy and really quick to just finish off. You know, both of them. Hinox, you'd even have to hit in its weak point, and then the stone talus, with at least this weapon, we're doing work so far, at least on all the ones that are in this area of the game. I guess maybe I shouldn't speak too soon, because as we make our way north of Hyrule, the level ramps up in difficulty. Like, enemies just overall get stronger in the northern sections of Hyrule. And it's really cool, though, how that works. Like, all of southern Hyrule, like Gerudo, well, some people may disagree, I guess, with me, but in my opinion, at least, most of the Gerudo area, and there's no way this is it. Is this it? Wow, it is. Okay. Yeah, so my stamps aren't 100% accurate, just because, you know, sometimes they move a little bit, but these are all placed from, like, when I played my own file. I have all the stamps placed, and then I just easily, you know, just copy it and put it onto this one, you know, copy all my stamps. And luckily, yeah, the game gives you enough stamp placements to have at least all of the bosses stamped on, and a couple more, you know, extra and unique sites and stuff. I sometimes use it for like Korok seed locations if I'm too lazy or I messed up a Korok seed. I just place the little leaf icon because it reminds me of a Korok seed. But I'm sure that, I wonder if the game, I want to say the game has that stamp in particular for if you want to place like stamps for maybe Deku leaves or something. I don't know, but overall I really like that stamp because it reminds me of just like little Korok seed stamps. But anyways, what really stays on the map is the little seed itself. Okay, but that's aside the point. Let's go ahead and now make our way over to the beginning of the game, you know, the Shrine of Resurrection, where we shall fight the very first stone talus we ever fought. I'm really interested to see how freaking Daruk's Boulder Breaker will do against this stone talus, because I do remember we used, what, like a sledgehammer that does like 12 damage tops, and it killed it in like 2 hits. So yeah, we'll see. And yes, the HP does vary for each talus. Sadly, I'm not wearing the Champion's Tunic, and this is why I just love the Champion's Tunic. Not just because, you know, it represents Hyrule, and I'm such a freaking geek that, you know, I have to add lore behind it and a backstory, and since the Champion's Tunic represents so much within this game, it's my favorite. But that's not the main reason why. That is actually the main reason why, but the other reason why is because, I guess I'll show it off real quickly. We'll do it for this one. We defeated the Stone Talus, and you know, we're probably not gonna keep Dark Link's outfit on all the time, but I do also, you know, like using this for its ability to. Oh, it doesn't do it on it doesn't do it on big bad bosses, huh? Never mind. What? I thought it did. Like, I remember it doing it for Hinox. Whatever. Either way, it still took 3 hits. What I was gonna try to do is see its HP, but I'm really curious. Can we really not see the enemy's HP? Like an overworld boss enemy's HP? That's weird. Let's go ahead and double check and see if it is working properly. Yes, because the Champion's Tunic, not only do you see the HP bar, but you get to see the exact... See, there we go. See, I wanted to see that. All right, you know, we'll try it again. We'll try it on the next Stone Talus. So I'm going to go ahead and just run past these enemies, because the next one is literally over here. So I think we can make our way there. And wait a second. The lake... Oh no, okay, it's Colomo. I was gonna say, is it Locomo? Because, you know, the Locomo is from Spirit Tracks. That would have been a cool reference, but I don't think the lake is named after that. Even though there are references to Phantom Hourglass, I'm trying to think. Are there Spirit Tracks references? If there are, I may have not noticed them, but either way, there's references everywhere else that it was not going to surprise me if that was a reference to the Locomos within Spirit Tracks. And I'm trying to think. Yeah, if this was a unified timeline, I guess that would have existed. But I mean, I'm still banking on this game being in the child timeline. It's just there's too many references from every Zelda game that it just makes you question maybe Nintendo isn't that obvious. Maybe they wouldn't want us to figure out the timeline that easily, and maybe there's a bigger story behind it that they have yet to tell us. So we'll see. You know, maybe in Hyrule Historia 2 or something, when they update it with Breath of the Wild and its lore, or just, I'm sure, like, maybe the series producer Oonuma may mention it sometime in something of sorts, if he's ever questioned it in an interview. I would love to know. But so far, we're still left with speculating, which I don't mind, but, I don't know. Now it's just like, there's really nothing to really guarantee it with, you know? And what I mean by that is, everyone who wants to theorize, I feel like you have to say it's a child timeline, because Zelda literally mentions Twilight Princess, indicating that the child timeline is in play. But then, as we discovered, literally, you know, in Zora's Domain, it references all of Ocarina of Time's, or at least it references how the domain went, you know, in ruin and was frozen over, and the whole story of Ocarina of Time happened when that couldn't have happened if this is a child timeline, because events of Ocarina of Time never happened. So yeah, it just overall makes you question, what timeline is it? It can't be, is it the adult, or is it the child, or is it the fallen, yeah, mentioning all of the adult and child stuff, or is it a see, it can't be the fallen. But my point is, and it can't be just the adult, it has to have the child in it, because she talks about Twilight Princess. So it's just like, yeah, I mean, I don't know, it makes you wonder, what's the timeline? Like, so far all we could say is child, but we can't confirm it because there's some unanswered questions that doesn't make sense. So yeah, and as I'm saying this, I'm getting freaking destroyed. You know what, buddy? Boom, you're dead. Yeah, that's all we really needed to do if I wanted to kill this guy, but I was just trying to have fun with him. And I mean, we did break our valuable weapon, so yeah, I don't need this crappy sledgehammer. Boom. Say goodbye. Okay, anyways, yeah, there we go. That does it for that one. And now let's move on to the next. Now, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and kill this this Talus with a sword, but then we're gonna make our way to Goron City, where I'm gonna reforge the Boulder Breaker, because like I said, I mainly want to use that to kill all of the Taluses. It's just we've ran through our first one, and it took us a while to break it. If anything, we killed like what, over 10 of them already with just one weapon. Not bad at all, and that's why the champion weapons are pretty awesome. But all right, let's go ahead and make our way to Zora's domain and quickly kill off the next Stone Talus before we reforge the weapon in Goron City and continue murdering the rest. In this place, man, every time I come here, always blown away, like I am for the rest of the game. But no, in particular, this place, man, just because of how huge it is compared to every other village and how open world it feels, it's amazing. And what's this guy standing right here? Master Link! 100 years, okay, he just talks about every Zora, what they talk about. You know, every Zora was around 100 years ago. It's so awesome. Well, not every, not the little ones, but overall, I just think it's really cool how they really want you to know that the Zora has a longer lifespan than other like races within Zelda, and that's why a lot of them met Link and really know Link on a personal level. You know, before Link forgot about them. But I guess now Link remembers everything, right? Or does he only remember the giant big events that happened before, you know, the calamity itself that struck? Kind of makes you wonder exactly what is the story behind that. But alright, here I am casually walking to the next area. But also, screw it, let's just do it. It doesn't matter, because what we have to do right now is make our way atop Shatterback Point or Ploymus Mountain and then go to Tall Peak, and then from there, I don't know how we're gonna make our way there. I'm just gonna kind of go, and we'll do it. I don't really have like strategic ways planned out. I just try to get there as soon as possible because our goal is to literally make our way and kill every single overworld boss. You know, it's not about the destination, it's about the accomplishment. Or it's about the destination, not about the journey. There we go. That's what I meant to say. It is about the accomplishment, which is the destination. We're trying to accomplish every single, you know, okay, wrong way, actually. It really depends on where I want to go. We'll do Ploymus Mountain. We'll just head atop Ploymus Mountain. Why not? I just feel like that's so out of the way, but it's going to give us so much distance in terms of, like, gliding when we jump from the top of the mountain to wherever we need to go. So I could use the height. It will help out just overall navigating within the domain. Maybe teleporting to a different shrine might have been easier, but I don't really care. I didn't really think too much into it. Let's just go ahead and get straight to it by using the Zora armor. I love how you can do this. Man, it's so freaking cool. Too bad you can't swim underwater. Yeah, Link can swim up a waterfall. You know, you can't do something that you normally can do in real life. Yeah, you could do something that you can't do. But I'm sure it was all limitation-wise. You know, Nintendo building this huge world of Hyrule maybe didn't have time to also add an underworld to Hyrule, or at least sections that have underworld like things into it. But you know, that sequel I keep referencing, that will be hopefully not a sequel but a prequel, just the next game after this, that will, I'm hoping, will also be on the Switch. Hopefully Nintendo doesn't take a full generation's worth of time to pass in terms of like new consoles to then make another Zelda game. Or I hope this isn't the whole Twilight Princess scenario / now Breath of the Wild scenario where they release it on their next generation console and their previous generation console like this, because I feel like it's always gonna slightly hold back, because originally they were making it for a less performing type of console, and then, you know, then they're trying to upscale it or also port it into the newer console. So at the end of the day, they are holding back somewhat, you know. At least yeah, it wouldn't make a lot of sense, but this game is extraordinary. Like, don't get me wrong, this feels next gen and everything. It's just, yeah, I really hope the next Zelda game is only on the Switch, and maybe has like underwater sections along with it not being post-apocalyptic and all that. Overall, I'm just really looking forward to the next Zelda game, because I've had a lot of fun with this one, but it just opened my eyes on how good Nintendo can make their games if they keep going this route. Like, like Zelda has everything good about it. You know, it has puzzles, adventure, action. You know, it's good story. Though I feel like this game was missing in good story and good puzzles. So hopefully they're able to add that into this, because they've done amazing jobs with every other Zelda game. Having a perfect example, Skyward Sword. Amazing dungeons, amazing story, horrible, like, just progression though. That was the biggest problem, and no exploring, no nothing. It was just so much more linear, and that's what ruined the game for, at least, well, it didn't ruin the game for me. I still absolutely adore the game, but I'm sure it ruined the game for a lot of other people. But then again, every time I talk to people about Skyward Sword and its issues, everyone keeps telling me, oh, the motion controls, they suck, I can't. I'm like, that's not even an issue. To me, that's not a real issue. I couldn't 100% get past the motion controls. Same goes for Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks. People will say, oh, I hate using styluses, it ruins the game. Also, you can get past it. I think if you just put in your mind that you don't have to play games the way you traditionally play them, they can have different controls, then you will realize how awesome it is to play with different controls. Like, it still feels nice. Like, you don't need buttons to mash. Yes, at the end of the day, I would prefer buttons to mash, you know, and play, because that's how we are used to playing. But if push comes to shove, that really okay, never mind. Yeah, this guy's gonna kill me if he hits me again, so let's just kill him as soon as possible. But my point is, yeah, I just feel like most people who deny or just end up saying that Phantom Hourglass or Spirit Tracks is completely horrible because of its controls, you might be, you know, judging the game a little too far. Maybe you haven't played too much of it. But then again, if you have played hundreds of hours or even 2-3 hours of the game and you really can't get past the motion or the touch controls, then I guess it makes sense. But for me, I forget about it. To me, it just feels like a normal game if you can get past it. But anyways, let's head to Goron City real quick. But to sum up what I was trying to say is, if your reason for not playing games like Phantom Hourglass or Spirit Tracks or even Skyward Sword because of specifically their controls, you're seriously missing out. And maybe, you know, yeah, I don't know. Well, if you really didn't like the controls, I guess I can understand. But I don't know anyone who has truly given the game a chance and then also told me they really hate controls. At least the people I was able to convince to replay the game, they've told me otherwise. But I don't really know. Let me know in the comments if you've tried those games and really couldn't get into them because of their controls. I'm actually really interested. But overall, we're here in Goron City for an upgraded, or not an upgraded version. Actually, I guess you could say an upgrade version of the Cobble Crusher, which is the Boulder Breaker. And yeah, what I mean by that is we're going to go ahead and use this item along with one of our diamonds, and I don't really know what, flint, I want to say something. We're going to be using it to rebuild the champion weapon of Daruk. Because yes, you can rebuild all of your champion weapons like we've been rebuilding Revali's Gale. Yeah, his bow, non-stop. From Revali's sword to Revali's, now I'm just calling it Revali's Gale itself, the ability. But yes, this blacksmith here will fix it for us. Pretty much every single city will have some sort of NPC that can fix the champion's weapon of that respective region. For the Gorons, it's Daruk's, of course. So, so you're the one who inherited the Boulder Breaker. Yes, okay, so what is it? Looks like you don't have the Boulder Breaker. 5 pieces of flint, diamonds, hard to come by. I don't really care. Just build it for me, buddy, because, I mean, yeah, and as you can, it doesn't even sound like, what is this? Like, why do you hear things get like dusted off and stuff? I don't know what happened, but somehow those sound effects equal, ta-da, yes, we got the Boulder Breaker once again, with it doing its amazing 60 damage, and overall representing the Gorons. It does remind me of the Begoron sword. I mean, it even has the same symbol that was once on it of the Gorons, but it's not as cool as the Begoron sword. I mean, let's go ahead and compare it. Where's, oh, there it is. Look at this. Let's see if we can, oh, we can see the symbol. That's awesome. So yeah, same symbol, this is a sword. The other one is a Boulder Breaker. There's a little bit of difference here, but all right, so let's farm the taluses within here. And yes, I cannot stay dressed up as Dark Link, as you can see, because we are in a very hot situation. But here's also something you may notice. As you can see by our set bonus, we have the ability to become fireproof. Now, that ability here, I believe, is actually obviously, it's only something you can get when equipping all 3 of the armor set, but also having it on level 2 stars from the Great Fairy, that will enable you to literally resist any type of fire. Like, you're immune to fire, and I'm going to show off what I mean by that, like how good this armor set is when you have it upgraded. Like, overall, the game doesn't want you just to buy the armor sets that will give you you know, certain durability against certain weather conditions. They also want you to upgrade it to have it even better, and that's what we've been doing in streams. You know, my goal has been to upgrade everything at least to 2 stars, because if you have it 2 stars and then wear the whole set with everything 2 stars, you get a set bonus, not for every costume or outfit or armor set, whatever you want to call it, but for the majority of them. So yeah, and underneath the, is it underneath the, yeah, it is, or no, it isn't. Okay, it's right before where is the mines actually? Is it, I can't even tell. Okay, either way, there are mines. The southern mines are south from here, but I do believe before it we will be facing the Talus, right? Because we got some ways to go, and my goal is just to quickly kill off the Talus and then we'll move on. But at the same time, whoa, okay, that was pretty nice, the draft. But yeah, at the same time, I don't want to go too far in because there's a lot of Taluses within here, and we're gonna have to teleport to the shrines to pretty much get each one done. But yes, okay, so it is even more south from the southern shrine, so it's gonna take us a while to get to, but it will be worth it. I do believe this stone Talus, or it's gonna be the fire version of it. But that Talus is one of the few that we kind of, you know, find along the road. Like, that's one I believe the game really wants you to kill because it literally kind of blocks your path. Though you can obviously choose to ignore it, especially if you don't have the right armor, because it's really hard to kill. So I'm assuming we've seen this Talus, but I haven't really went out of my way to kill it. Let's see if I have or not. I'm really curious because, I mean, before we started this mission, we've only killed 8, and I wonder if this was one of the 8, but alright, because I mean, we had to kill 2 for side quests, right? One in Goron City and then one in Rito Village. But alright, check this out. How awesome is this? If I didn't have this armor set, let me just show you guys. So I'm going to remove just one piece of this armor set. And we're burning. Link is not meant to be on him like this. We're instantly going to ignite on fire. But then you put on this. What is fire? I don't know. It means nothing to me anymore. Yes, now it is time to face this Talus and quickly kill. Yeah, I don't know. I just find it freaking awesome how this armor set does this, and you will find against the Frost Taluses that, yes, the Rito set will also do a similar thing against ice. So, not bad at all. But there we go. We managed to kill this one. The rest are really far from where we're at, so let's go ahead and get started by heading here and re-killing the one that was actually meant to be killed for a side quest. And the quickest way there is to the shrine. So, onward, and I forgot a ruby, but who cares? And I do believe from here we'll be able to grab another Talus right after without having to teleport, all because of this awesome mine cart railing system we're going to have going on here. And I do believe this minecart will actually take us to, yes, the location of 2 different Taluses. So I'm excited to test it out. Let's go ahead and jump on and get started. So here we go. Probably only need to do this once to make it. No, I mean, let's see. Maybe. I wonder if the game literally wants you just, no, okay, we got to use another one. There we go. And then this is where I'm going to want to use the stasis right now because jumping off is pretty difficult. So yeah. And if this does go flying really far away and doesn't come back, that's fine because I'll be able to just grab a different minecart and we'll use that one. But alright, so our goal is to quickly make our way to where this next Talus is, and pretty much when doing this side quest, I believe we did this exact same thing. You know, we took the minecart and then we follow this trail to where the Talus is, and yeah, hopefully we'll be able to kill it. And then from there, I'm going to make my way back to this railing system, and we're gonna follow it to another Talus. That's at least the plan here. But all right, let's just go ahead and continue. I just realized I can run over anything like this. Like, we are set. We are fine. We are good to go. Actually, I want to see what happens if he explodes. Explode on me. Explode on me. Oh, that's all you did? You just slightly started to heat up? That was interesting. Okay. Yeah, overall, I just want to see how the enemies will do against me. Not the Octoroks, though, because it doesn't really matter what they do. Regardless, they're going to... Actually, wait, let me try this. Let me see how much damage this does to me. So, let's pull out our bow, and bam. It still does like a crap load of damage. And we still burn in the lava. I don't know. For some reason, I thought the fire would instantly... stop burning Link, and somehow that would mean it did less damage, so we'd only get like damage from the explosion. But I believe the impact causes all the damage. Like, you don't really get a chance to burn out for too long. Like, it kind of goes out immediately, so I guess this doesn't do anything too spectacular with it, but whatever. Anywho, let's go ahead and yeah, kill this bad boy. We got another Talus, and I'm going to see how fast we can kill this one. I mean, yeah, we got the boulder breaker again, so it's time to break some boulders. And, ooh, this is a rare ore deposit, so that means he'll probably drop us a nice diamond. Let's see if this guy actually drops a diamond or not. But usually the ones with rare ore deposits on top of them as their weak point, they have chances of dropping diamond like that. Sadly, this one did not, but I mean, all of these material will be really useful eventually. But okay, so let's go ahead and now remove this, and instead of walking all the way back, I'm just gonna re-teleport. I know I said I could easily make my way back, but this will be much faster, I do believe. And I do believe the minecart will automatically respawn back here, right? Yeah, no, it does, right? Yes, okay. What am I saying? Because this really happened to us before, where I wanted to reuse a minecart that I placed in a certain area, and as I left the area, it despawned. I believe that was during the Death Mountain secret side quest we did. And yes, I am mentioning all of this random stuff within, you know, our journey, as in you guys remember it just as well as I did. I don't know why, like, I remember certain things really well, but yes, that weird instance where the minecart disappeared on us was during that quest. I remember it really well. But anyways, let's just go ahead and yeah, continue doing this. And this is the next stop. Yes, instead of the first stop we take, we're going to take the second one. And here it will also lead us to another stone talus. As you can see on the map, we just got to follow the pathway, and it's all the way over near Lake Darman, which I'm sure obviously, like all of the references, Darmani, Daruk, Darunia, like Dar, I think that's good enough. You know, there's a lot of Gorons, a lot of especially historical Gorons. But then again, if Majora's Mask was all made up, how... I see, this is again, Nintendo has explaining to do, I just feel like, because there's a lot of like just references, and if you really want to take it seriously, you can't, because it makes no sense in how it fits in the lore. Like a good example would be the band, the Indogogos. If Majora's Mask was all just made up and never happened, then how are those names referenced? But if it is true, obviously, and by that I'm not saying Link died in Majora's Mask. No, I do not believe in that theory at all. The game theory. I remember when that theory first came out. Man, oh man, did a lot of people inform me of that. And I obviously I saw the theory when it first came out, but I wasn't behind it. I just feel like all of game theories are meant to be more realistic in that sense. Like, you know, in Majora's Mask it referenced the, you know, the stages of grief, and then like they do videos, I believe, where like, I believe like their most recent video was Mario Kart 8 is really dangerous because obviously bumper cars bumping into each other, stuff like that. I mean, clearly it is, but it's a video game. So my point is, yes, I don't really take the game theories too seriously. You know, I just think they're theories. I mean, that is what they are. Come on, jump! Oh man, really, Link? But my point is, yes, I don't think the whole story of Majora's Mask is completely fake and that Link was dead, but I can see it being an illusion in reference to Ocarina of Time's world, and then, you know, Skull Kid having made it all up or something like that. Sure, that's more believable than just it literally only being in Link's head. Maybe the Skull Kid was involved somehow. No, the only reason why I feel like that makes it more realistic is because obviously the powers of Majora's Mask. And and all of that. You know, it makes more sense story-wise instead of it being all fake. I don't think that'd be really that much of an epic story. Like, never really happened. It was Link dying. But, yeah, that's beside the point. Anyways, theories are theories at the end of the day, right? Anyways, to the next one. Now, hopefully, from wherever we're at, we'll be able to easily reach the next Talus. I mean, oh, okay, this is where I'm at. I was gonna say, like, why am I in a cave? But now it makes sense. And before I do leave, let's go ahead and put to use some of these. Yes, you may be wondering why I picked up so much of these. Well, as you can see, look at that. Full restores galore. Yes, each one will give me a full restore. And for those who, you know, don't have all 30 heart containers, try this out. Yes, this may seem a little excessive because we already get a full restore from once, but if you do cook all of them at once, you get plus 20. You can also get, can you get plus, I don't know if you can actually get plus 30, but either way, plus 20 is a whole row and more. A whole row and 5. So that will be pretty useful. I mean, there are ways also, I believe, to get even more hearts, which depends on the mixture and stuff. Here we got plus 12, but every single one, if I use more than one, I'm just wasting it, because the plus 4 means nothing when you have every single heart container filled up. I mean, I guess this would be useful for if I maxed out my stamina and was missing 3 hearts, then these plus 4 would come in handy filling up my thing, but I would rather not have some of my hearts be yellow and temporary. You know, I want all 30 heart containers to always be red. So there you go. Let's just go ahead and eat one and now move on to the next area. So yeah, our goal is just to make our way to the Gorko Lake, and from there we will kill obviously the next you know, freaking Talus. It's no surprise, right? Like, that's pretty much all we're doing. It's you know, not the most exciting, but at the same time, I mean, I enjoy it. Like I said, I enjoy all the grinding. Like, I'm just glad Nintendo has so much options to do in terms of... Wait, don't tell me that's going to be a Korok seed. That did. I do remember this one, actually. I didn't mean to. I was just having fun, but... Yeah, who cares? I'll mention it maybe if we come and when we do the Death Mountain Korok seeds, I'll, you know, make reference maybe to that one that I've got it, just in case those who are following along in that video and might have not gotten the one I just got. And yes, that's the reason why I like to avoid some of these Korok seeds, just so I can have them in the video where I focus on Korok seeds and not have just some already obtained. But okay, let's go ahead and go on to the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, wow, there's a lot of hits, but okay, we did it. Just like that. I don't even need to look at the explosion. Bam! Oh yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and grab. I'm hoping for... Nope, no diamonds. It doesn't matter. We got a diamond from a different one. And as long as we got one, we're already pretty much like green burst on. Hey, look, another Korok seed. Okay, but I'm not going to get that one. But yeah, so we're pretty much... We already got back what we used for making the boulder breaker. But if it breaks again, it's going to be tough finding another replacement. And I do believe I can just easily walk to this next one. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Urbosa's Fury is back up, so let's go ahead and use that then. I guess I should keep using Urbosa's Fury. Like, the damage it does is amazing, and yeah, the 3 charges are just really helpful. Let's be honest, I do think all of us can agree when it comes to like all the champion abilities that Daruk's protection is definitely the most useless. No offense to Daruk, like when I first got this ability, I thought it was really OP, but maybe it's really OP when you don't have a lot of HP and you're in really crucial moments. But when you do get a lot more HP, better armor, and just overall know how to deal with every enemy, yeah, Daruk's protection is not that helpful. But still, you'll find Revali's Gale always helpful because they're always moving around. I mean, Mipha's Grace will help you in a really sticky situation. It has helped me. We have yet to see a game over screen on this file. I wish Nintendo would show that off, like if you could see how many game overs you got. I think it'd be cool because this game, it's like you're meant to die. Game over screens, even the color changes. Like, let's say I died from fire, you know, my game over screen would stay red. But if I died from lightning, the game over text would be yellow, letting me know that I died from lightning. And yeah, it's because I died in my personal file a lot. But my point is, death is a thing in this game. And to continue, a common one at that. Like, you're expected to die a lot within this game. So it would have been cool to just kind of count the amount of deaths we have. Similar to, I want to say, what was it? A Link Between Worlds? Like, when you beat the game, it would show you how many deaths you have. That whole old school type of video game mentality. I'm pretty sure older Zelda games have that as well. Like, actually, no, I can't really think of any other Zelda game besides A Link Between Worlds that shows you your death counter at the end. So never mind, but either way, it would have been nice to see it, I guess, in this game. I mean, they are adding a new feature to the Sheikah Slate, which will be the Map My Walk Hyrule Edition, aka what Heroes track? Well, I don't know, something like that. And there's a lot of Octoroks here, not too fun, but okay. Krenel, whoa! What? That was weird. Okay, Krenel Hills. This is the Stone Talus of the Hills, and BAM! Oh, that was only half of its HP. Well, let's go ahead and see if I can completely get rid of you. No. Oh, no, that's not doing nearly as much damage. Okay, actually, it would have been cool to, like, deflect that with Daruk's Protection and see if the rock would have been thrown back at it, but that's not what happens, actually. Maybe if Daruk's Protection literally deflected every type of attack, would it be really OP? Then I would understand how that would be very cool and maybe preferred by a lot of people. But I have a feeling not many people, you know, prefer Daruk's Protection. But let me know in the comments. I might be wrong, you know? I played so much of this game that maybe I look at it a lot differently than some other people. And maybe some people who've played the game in a different way might see it differently than I do, you know? But overall, I do think Daruk's Protection is, hands down, the least useful, or the least helpful. There we go. They're all useful. It's just not as helpful. You know, you could easily disable it and forget it even exists. But to the next. Though, keep in mind, I'm not hating on Daruk or anything. I love Daruk. I love all of the champions, even Mipha. You know, at first, I wasn't too fond of her voice, but at the same time, I feel it's grown on me. Like, I'll be honest, all of the voices besides Zelda have grown on me. I think, you know, most of the English voices weren't that amazing, but a lot of them still did well. Like, and it doesn't even matter anymore because now Nintendo has added a patch to the game where you can switch the game's voice acting language to Japanese. And for those wondering, yes, when I play this game on hard mode or when we replay this game, I'm listening to it in Japanese. I want to hear I guess more professional voice acting. No offense to the English voice acting. I just feel like they weren't as professional as like other games. It's weird. Like for the first Zelda game to have voice acting, I feel like Nintendo kind of lacked. Like at least in the localization for the English voice acting. Like I'm sure the Japanese sounds great. Just there's a lot of lacking in character for some of the voices in the English version, especially Zelda's. Zelda, like, for being what? Maybe she's 117-year-old now. 17. Maybe she's 117 years old now. That's what I'm trying to say. But in all of the cutscenes we've witnessed of her, she. Come on, I need to stop accidentally setting off Urbosa's Fury. But my point is, and yeah, we got a diamond. 2 diamonds? Oh, nice. Anyways, back to my point. Yes, for being 17 years old, she sounds way older, and overall it just sounds, I don't know, it's hard to really relate and see that being the Zelda, the one who's still trying to find her power and save Hyrule. It just sounds, I don't know, Zelda's voice just sounds way off on this game. Mainly Zelda's, and it sucks because Zelda's to me is the most important and the one you hear the most in the game. All right, but yeah, there is, speaking of Zelda, in Hyrule Castle, you know, near Zelda's room, not really, in the East Passage, there is a Talus. And when you kill this Talus, it sends an upward draft that brings you back into the castle. I'm not going to kill this one on screen just because you have to go into Hyrule Castle and find it and all of that jazz. And we're here only trying to kill the ones in the overworld. I feel like this is a dungeon-based Talus, but it is a part of the 40. So if you want to know how to kill this one and find it, I do suggest checking my Hyrule castle video where we pretty much killed both the Hinox, the Talus, and all of the Lynels and everything within the castle itself. But yes, there is one in the East Passage, you know, a stone Talus that you need to kill. You just kind of follow the minecart system, and you'll eventually find it. Like I said, if you see my video on Hyrule Castle, you'll know how to get it. That's the only one I'm not going to show out of the 40, so technically we're only killing 39. That's because it's way out there. Alright, so let's go ahead and make our way to the next Talus, and as you can see, Revali's Gil is up, and we've used quite a bit of it. You know, it came up during the loading screen, and I accidentally used it. Okay, you can't actually do that, nor will it come up in the loading screen, but while heading to this next Talus and making my way up here, oddly, my recording software just stopped recording. Luckily, I caught onto it, because if I didn't, I would have recorded the rest of this video, and no footage would have been recorded. It would have just been the commentary. And that would have been quite a problem. I mean, I would not like to, you know, mess up a video like this when it's over an hour long of complete grinding, you know, heading from one Talus to another, just killing off every single one. That is time consuming. Don't get the fact that I think it's boring or anything. I enjoy it, but doing it again, I don't think it'd be as fun, especially talking through it and all. I'm not really good with like re-recording videos, especially if I like try to repeat something. It always comes out really unnatural, especially if I try to do a joke. I've tried like where I like had a joke in mind and then like I mess up the recording, so that I try to do the joke again and it just comes out completely wrong, and oh man, okay. Trying to think if I can think of a scenario. Actually, no, there is a good scenario. It's in the beginning of one of my videos. I believe it was the final beast Ganon. I was trying to record that, and I believe Ganon actually attacked me while like doing the intro for that. And yeah, all I did was tell Ganon to simmer down. That's it. But I don't know. Just to me, it seemed a little weird after doing it more than once. So I don't really like to re-record videos. But that's aside the point. Hopefully this video is fine. But anyways, let's go ahead and make our way to the next Talus. You know, we managed to destroy this one. Sadly, our boulder breaker is broken, and I don't know where to get another cobble smasher, so yeah. Okay, so to the next one. I do believe this is actually the Blood Moon Shrine, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. I mean, because Cass's Diary is literally above us. And yeah, for those who don't know, Cass's Diary is really helpful if you're trying to do all of the Cass quests to get Cass's final song when he returns to Rito Village and sings it to you, and you get an idea of, you know, Zelda's feelings towards Link and just more info about Revali's, not Revali, Cass's mentor, which wasn't Revali. But how cool would have that been if Cass's true mentor was Revali? But that would make no sense, because Revali was so cocky and wasn't really a fan of Link. You know, he thought he should be the hero of Hyrule. So why would he make so many songs about riddles for how the hero, you know, is to find shrines and stuff? I don't think that's something Cass would want to do. Cass, or not Cass, I keep saying Cass, but I mean Revali, but yes. And the only reason why I mention that is because I do believe that one of my friends was trying to convince me that Cass's mentor was actually Revali, but no, because Revali's mentor slash teacher was once a, I believe, a poet for like the Hylian royal family, and also was a Sheikah. Not even. See, that's another thing. I just realized that Cass's teacher wasn't even like that. That's the awesome thing. You would always think that Cass's teacher was another Rito tribesman, but it's not. I think that's also really interesting. I don't know, stuff like that, those little completion bonus. It's not even it is kind of like a completion bonus, I guess. But those little things, and hey, I do see, for those wondering, or who want to point it out, the star fragment that has fallen. I kind of want to get it, but at the same time, I don't think it matters too much. But my point here is, and let me just go ahead and do this, and then we'll grab the Master Sword. Is yes, I really enjoy stuff like that. Like, even though we got no reward from, you know, Cass's final song, it's just the additional lore the game gives you and how it rewards you for figuring stuff like that out or doing stuff like that. Like, you know, oh, sweet, 2 diamonds again. That's really awesome. But yeah, I really love just getting additional lore. Like, you don't have to give me a reward like a unique item for completing something. Like, even if the Korok seeds, like, if we were to obtain them all and we learned more about the Koroks and got, like, a cool cutscene, that would have been worth collecting all the Korok seeds. It's just sad that it is a unique item that you can't even use, because it's crap, and this is way too far away. So, we're going to go ahead and ignore it, because I'm not here to pick up that. We're here just to kill the Taluses. So, okay, I guess before I make my way north, we might as well get rid of the ones south of here. So we got a lot in the Gerudo Summit. Let's start off by making our way to this Talus, and then we'll just start working our way north from here. I do believe we'll be able to grab this one really quickly, as it's just on a platform right by us, right here. So yeah, we just gotta kind of head to the other side. And it seems like Link is, like, the game is sped up with how fast Link runs sometimes, but nope, it's not. Just the Darkling power is here at night, pulling its effect. I mean, now I can do this, I think, with the Sheikah armor too, and then get also additional stealth and additional armor, but still, it's all about the outfit that matters, you know. Once we do finish this Kilton quest, though, which is by the end of this episode, I'm probably not going to be wearing this costume anymore. Like, I love it, but it doesn't give me any defense, so in reality, it is kind of, you know, kind of useless to use when you're trying to face enemies and overall have a good defense. Like, what I'm doing is the complete opposite of what I worked for. You know, I upgraded all of these items just to use an item you can upgrade, but that is only while doing Kilton's dirty work. I'm not going to, you know, use this freaking armor for much else, especially now that we do have the Sheikah armor that, as you can see, you know, I'll just go ahead and show it off because I keep mentioning it, and since we do have an upgrade, as you can see, we're running just as fast at night, but we also have a max stealth and more defense, so you get so many buffs from this. Like, this is so nice, and I love this armor set. It's so cool, but I do prefer it looking like this, because here I look like, you know, Sheik from Ocarina of Time, but that's all aside the point. Yes, we have this. I'm gonna try to get the armor set hopefully in the next stream. You know, we're not really gonna do any more amiibo time sections within the video. That was most of the LP, but then I realized how taxing that gets sometimes with how long it takes for an amiibo to spawn. Actually, I do believe we spent the first hour of the stream, which was the most recent stream we did, and I'm pretty sure it was like the most recent video prior to this one, so if you're curious, just check out the most recent video. But my point is, yes, that we had a hard time farming amiibo, and that wasn't even for like the Fierce Diddy one, it was for a different one. So imagine how difficult it will be doing it. I mean, I don't know, yeah, just on screen it's too time consuming. And by on screen I mean like where I sit and farm it and have to just kind of hope I'll cut in, you know, until I get it, but that means I edit out like half an hour of just dead air, and you know, for me it's pretty boring to sit for 30 minutes trying to get one item to spawn, and I'm not even talking to you guys or anything. It's not like I'm commentating like I am now. Like, I don't mind recording, you know, for an hour or two. Like, obviously that's what I do now. I don't do half an hour episodes, and yes, obviously the longer episodes are still in one sitting, but my point is man, this view, when the way it's blurred out, so cool. But let's finish this guy. My point is that it's still really boring when you're just farming for amiibo, hoping you'll get something, and you never do. Kind of sucks, but alright, so to the next one, I guess. Yeah, there's no other one nearby, so let's teleport to the Divine Beast Naborius, and from there we'll glide to another Stone Talus. And the area here overall, I love the names. I wish there was more to this area, but where we're going to be heading to is the Champion's Gate, where it leads to the South Lomé Labyrinth. And yeah, this area here, we haven't really explored it too much outside of the labyrinth itself, because I kind of glided to it. But I don't know, I just like the whole Champion's Gate and how it looks, and how there is a pathway from Gerudo Desert to a secret. Like, the first time I explored this, I did not glide to it because I wasn't too aware of how the cave worked. I kind of walked my way through the Champion's Gate and made my way here. And yeah, the feeling of just exploring it from the ground was so exciting. You can see everything a lot easier from up here, of course. And did I really just jump to the opposite side? Wow, it was really dumb on my part. But yes. And actually, wait. So let me show off how this works. So options, fix minimap to north. Let's put that on. So from here on out, my minimap will always be set to facing then in the northern direction. It will see, as you can see, while moving the camera, it is not moving along with where I'm facing. And overall, it's gonna make finding Korok seeds and just looking for certain areas on the map much easier. Because as you can see, I jumped to the opposite side and now I have to kind of walk around. I was gonna go ahead and re-teleport, but no, we could easily make our way around. My point is though that yes, this little thing we have put on our map should make it a lot easier for me, and I do suggest those who may get disoriented by the map as well to apply this feature, because this feature is really freaking nice. How, yes, the map is no longer moving when we change our camera angle from where we're facing, making it easier. So that way I now know it's in the southwestern section of where the Divine Beast was. So here I am, not having to open my map, knowing that I am technically heading to this exact area. So to double check, okay, we just need to turn a little bit more. Wasn't too accurate, but I mean it was still a lot easier to pinpoint where I was going, since now I know where north, east, south, and west actually is. You know, we got the compass never moving for us. It will always indicate where north is, and yeah, so now the map acts as a compass at all times without really getting too confusing. I think it's really helpful. I do believe someone in the comments mentioned that, and I knew of it, it's just I never thought of applying it on this file. Like, see, I've tinkered around with the game a lot on my other file, because I've been trying to play this as simple as possible. What I mean by that is, you know, I don't want to add too much personal stuff to this game. And by personal, I mean like playing in pro mode. I think that would be really dumb. I usually play in pro mode now, at least on my personal file, just so I can. I don't even need to use the map, is what I'm trying to say. To me, that's really fun, because the way the game looks and overall, it really causes you to explore. I mean, you're literally forced to explore it because you don't even know where you're going unless you have the actual landmarks memorized, like, while looking at it. So yeah, it adds a new sense of exploration to the game. I do suggest playing in pro mode if you don't have if you're just trying to have fun, pretty much is what I'm trying to get. Like, if you don't have any objectives or any areas on the map that you want to go to and you want to just literally explore and run around, not having the map makes that really fun. Or it might not, because you might end up walking in circles thinking you're going somewhere and not noticing you're doing nothing. So it really depends on how you look at it. But anyways, we got another one down, so on to the next. Alright, so I have a feeling I'm going to have to use Revola's Gale or skill a lot to get here. But hopefully it doesn't take us too long, because, yeah, I don't... Okay, wait, let's see. No, we got this. We have Revola's Gale up. Like, this is doable. I mean, clearly I'm not using the most, like, I guess, optimal routes that you should be taking. It's just as quickly as I can get there. So yeah, as you can see, Revola's Gale got a huge stretch out of the way, and then if I repeat it one more time, we are at the top of this, and you know, we're good. Yeah, I was gonna say maybe not, but no, we'll make it with the amount of stamina we have. So even if I do spam jumping all the time, we will make it perfectly, as you can see. And here we'll find the next Talus. I'm actually going to try using, you know, let's use bomb arrows on it and see how this goes. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pull a whole, you know, Molduga type battle scenario on this guy. Oh, wow, I did not expect that to happen. Yes, a Molduga type battle scenario. And what I mean by that is if Link can climb the Talus, that would be very appreciated. Let's go ahead and stasis it, I guess, for once. Nope, okay. Let me run around it. And then, once I get my stamina back, we're going to jump, and this is what I meant. No, wait, whoops. I was too close. I totally forgot that. That's what I had out. Alright, it's fine, though. Boom. And I dropped my Great Falcon Bow. I need to pick that up immediately because I don't want to lose such a good weapon. Look at that. Alright, we got it back. Now, I don't want to use Revola's bow. Or Eagle. I keep saying Falcon because I think of Falco. Yeah. The Great Eagle Bow, whatever. Great Rito bow. There, you know, that makes more sense because they're Rito birdmen. They're not even falcons or whatever. Okay, let's just keep going back. And now Let's do it right. There we go. Explosions. Tons of them. Oh my god, the screen. This is what I wanted. I wanted one of those slow-mo epic, you know, over-the-top kills. And it was worth it, if you ask me. Alright, we got a lot of cold darners. They left, never mind. But, yes, we are done with this. And now, another two right by each other. So this shrine should easily take us to both of them, I hope. I do believe this is the shrine that we had to prove ourselves worthy in standing on a very hot platform. Yes, this is it. This is one of the final shrines we did within the game, I believe. But there is the platform I was speaking of. As you can see, I'm burning, but with this... Actually, wait, do I need all of it? No, we don't even need all of it for it not to burn, so never mind. I guess it's not that hot, but... Oh, we were still in the air, so Link was really tired. But we were off of the platform. There we go. Okay, anyways, I just wanted to test it out. But let's go ahead and re-equip the dark set and then continue on from here. I love how the Goron music plays, or I don't know if it has the same instruments as all the Goron themes, like the Southern Mine, even the... what is it? The shrine that's all the way... Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and check because it's gonna drive me insane not knowing. Gut Check Rock. There we go. Yeah, I believe that also has the same music. Pretty much anywhere where Gorons are, it has that type of music with the same instruments and everything. And I like it because it reminds me of the Gorons. It just, to me, it all sounds the same. So, you know, the music isn't the best. But I love the music in this game. I mean, I'd say... This game has at least one track that beats any track in any Zelda game, in my opinion, which is Hyrule Castle. Yes, Hyrule Castle is my favorite soundtrack of all time in any Zelda game. I just feel like every Zelda game comes to one with that sound, like the music for it. It's so beautiful. But, oh, come on. But outside of that, you know, there's other really good songs, but I mean, I don't know. Other Zelda games had much better in terms of music, and it's sad that, yes, oh man. Let's go ahead and quickly heal before I continue this battle, but yeah, it's sad that, you know, we didn't get too many classics or remakes like Rito. Like the Rito thing. It would have been nice. Like, here's the thing. I'm not saying we need really upbeat music and crazy, like, sounds or anything. I mean, like, I like the whole very peaceful vibe this game has and how most of the music is like piano renditions of songs, but I feel like it would have been really nice if there was a lot more like remixes like that, like where it's all like piano renditions, kind of like we had the Temple of Time. Like, even though it's so slow when you're by the Temple of Time hearing that soundtrack, it still feels nostalgic. It's still like a different song. I don't know, it's just really nice to listen to. And this guy is so annoying because he's so quick to turn. I just want to get rid of him. Wait, come on, where is he? I can't see! Somewhere. Oh, whatever, he fell. And boom. But yeah, it would have been nice to have like a lot more themes from previous Zelda games, like really iconic ones like the Temple of Time theme and the Dragon Roost theme, and then have them, you know, played in this really slow type of, you know, remix. I don't know, to me that would have been really, really awesome. I just feel like the game doesn't have too many themes, and the few original ones are a little repetitive. We do have, though, don't get me wrong, like a lot of songs are good. It's just yeah, I do feel like it is a little repetitive in terms of like the overall grand scheme of music. There isn't enough tracks, or at least they're not distinct enough to really feel the difference, but I still feel like the music fits for this game. It's just comparing to other Zelda games. But is it fair to compare when the games are so different? Like, I don't know, maybe I'm just comparing for the fun of it, you know, because to add commentary. I'm not necessarily complaining, like, trust me. When any type of critique I have about this game, I'm not complaining. I'm happy with how the game is. It's just more so like just mentioning and referencing other games and also comparing to previous games. And yes, I do believe that, yeah, this game, even though it's the best in terms of gameplay, just because it has such amazing exploration, and the combat is so nice and fluid, and all of the new abilities and the magnesis and all of the other runes, they're so fun. But you know, it is lacking in music and story for sure. Like, I love the idea of the story. You know, it's the Avatar all over again. You know, Avatar: Last Airbender, kinda, with the whole, you know, heading to each freaking the 4 corners of Hyrule, you know, and having to get the Divine Beast back on your side who's been asleep for 100 years. Like, that's kind of like Avatar, but obviously it has a Zelda aspect to it. My point is, it's a cool plot. It's just not enough plot to it, you know? All of the story are condensed in the voice-acted cutscenes, which isn't much, and I understand it, because, like, you know, Nintendo's whole goal was to make this game, you know, just all about the exploration, to where you can ignore 100% any story, and you'll still have so much fun. And I mean, this game has it. You can ignore the story 100%, and you'll have so much fun. You have 120 shrines to play through, so yeah, just go hunting and exploring for all of that, and the side quests and stuff like that. So overall, you know, there's just so much more to this game, but it would be nice to have all this exploration along with good story and very, you know, just memorable music. But I think we're talking about the next game in this series. I have a feeling it will have all of that. We'll see though. But to the next one. And something I do want to hopefully start doing more often is summoning Wolf Link once I start looking for Korok seeds. I know it sounds kind of random, but I do think it would be pretty useful to just have Wolf Link out. I did try him a lot in the last stream. You know, for those who tuned in, I'm sure you guys know how much you may know how much I was enjoying it. I do think it's really cool because having, you know, a companion like Wolf Link is so cool. He was once the character we played as in the previous game. But okay, enough. What was I doing? Like, I'm just literally standing, having the pause screen open, going back and forth. Because I'm trying to say what I'm trying to say, but also think of what I was going to use. And that is this, yes, the Rito garb. With this Snowquill outfit, we will be able to withstand every type of cold. Well, maybe not freezing water. I don't know, actually. Like, it says we're unfreezable, but I do think we're going to take damage from freezing water. My whole point is that this is going to make us really strong. Like, as much as I wanted to use, you know, Dark Link's armor, we're going to have to bust this out just in case we do come across against any Frost Taluses. Yeah, we're more than good. And you guys will see how awesome this truly is once we do take on our first Talus. And please tell me, yes, this is a frost one. Obviously, they're all going to be frost in the snow, just like how there are the fire ones in Death Mountain. But these ones, just like, you know, the fire ones, they, instead of burning you, it freezes you into a... Whoa, you can't read even the... You can barely make out Frost Talus on the screen. There we go. Wait, okay. Yeah, it's too much white. But anyways, my point here is that, yes, this would just overall be really tough to face if you didn't have fire arrows to melt the fire off of it, or the ice on it. So there are two ways of fighting this, you know, constantly stunning it and heating it up, or you could just jump on it without freezing at all, or you could do what I usually do and just still get hurt and freeze your butt off while trying to fight it. That still kind of works. I mean, doesn't matter. I don't really care when I lose HP. We have so much food that it doesn't really matter. But anywho, to the next one. Alright, hopefully we'll get to this one quickly. Let me double check and see. Alright, so we're probably gonna need to use Revali's Gale soon, because yeah, this area isn't the most convenient place to teleport to, as you can see, but I don't care. Let's just go, because I mean, there's really no other shrine besides this one. And I guess this one might be easier. As long as I can get up here, it doesn't really matter. Let's see if we can. And yeah, we probably can. Only thing I do is just, I guess we'll land on this platform right here, and then I will just climb the rest. So come on, Link, can you land? Okay, you. Yeah, his feet were barely like dangling off. I was wondering if it was gonna clip, if Link's like feet were gonna clip onto it, and then that would cause him to fail. That would suck. But luckily, no, he was able to actually, like, yeah, literally grab onto it. And we're good, and now we can continue. No, wait, what are you doing? What are you, Spider-Man? I understand you can climb walls, but not like that, man. I don't want to do that. Alright, there we go. That's what I wanted to do. And now let's continue onwards. And wait, what the heck? Is something behind me? Oh, okay. It's a silver Moblin. Pretty sure it's a silver one. You know, the toughest we can find within the game is silver enemies. When hard mode comes around, Nintendo did announce that there will be an even harder version of the toughest enemies. So I have a feeling that silver will eventually have a higher form of gold. So instead of, you know, there only being silver, there'll be gold and silver enemies. I don't know. I'm only saying gold because they're silver, so you'd assume that maybe gold would be a different form of it or something. And I can imagine, like, imagine it's a golden Lionel, like a striped golden Lionel. That would be majestic, if you ask me. So I would love to see that. I hope that, yeah, the upgrade versions are, you know, because it goes from what, red, blue, black, and then the few, you know, silver enemies that are out there, and then, you know, I'm assuming that, yeah, from silver it should be gold if it were to be another color, but we'll see. I'm just assuming and, you know, trying to speculate before it comes out, and we'll see when it does come out, though I cannot wait for the DLC, obviously. I mean, all I'm talking about is more content for this game, whether it be in a new game, so clearly, yeah, any new content is good. And the DLC is definitely going to be awesome. You already know, I mean, we're going to be able to use our Master Sword anywhere doing 60 damage. See, sadly, it's always breaking and it doesn't even do that much damage. But now, you know, when we do upgrade it, well, eventually when it does happen, it's going to be weird, though, because for people who play this game a year after when all the DLC is out, they're not going to know how it felt to have a really useless Master Sword, you know? Unless you don't have the DLC, or actually, it may depend, because what happens if you can't do the Sword of Trials immediately? Maybe you have to do something specifically to earn the ability to do so, and if that is the case, that would be interesting. Though I wonder what it would be. So, alright, let's go ahead and, whoa, it fell again. No, I'll just go ahead and climb up. And we'll just try to stand on you. Alright, drop down. Alright, here we go. Just don't knock me off, buddy. Hey, he's gonna keep doing that. It's gonna get a little annoying. But what I can do as well, and let's try this out, is use this. Oh, that's doing no damage. Oh, there we go. That did a good amount. I'm gonna try to kill him without using Urbosa's Fury, but I want to use this drill shaft to, yeah, drill it in him for the last couple of hits. And we did. You know, it was pretty simple, because we have so much more range with it, which is awesome. But okay, so that one's down. I do believe we can easily get the other two from where we're currently at. But while running there, and this is not going to give me the stat buff that I want, you know, which is unfreezable, but I do want to use the snow boots because I can definitely run much quicker. So yeah, we're just going to keep these out until we face the next Talus, and I have to pass the whole Yiga Clan base, but that's not going to be too hard. It should be underneath us. Not like the base of operations yet, but the pathway to it. As you can see, this here leads you all the way to where the Yiga Clan is. And yes, we have a giant mountain to climb. This cliff looks a little steep, but we do have Revali's Gale, and as I've been saying, and I mean any mountain that you can, you know, climb on is climbable with whatever amount of stamina you have, as long as you have the rate, obviously, as long as you have Revali's Gale and just know how to use your stamina properly. Which obviously, what I mean by that is just generally, you know, you finding not so steep areas to try to run on really quickly to replenish stamina, and doing, I don't know, other stuff like that, I guess. There's a lot of different ways, but if you got Revali's Gale, you don't gotta do anything, right? I mean, we made it up with it, so yeah. Whoa, that was weird how those rocks loaded in, but I do believe the Stone Talus is either in front of it or blocking this place. Wait, it's literally right here. Wait, this is the Talus, isn't it? It's not a Frost one. Oh, it's not a Frost one. Okay. That's weird. I mean, literally I had it marked on my map. I clearly knew this was it, but I, for some reason, didn't think it would be a non-Frost Talus. Okay, but let's go ahead and use Urbosa's Fury. Oh, the drill shaft broke, so I couldn't continue the attacks, but alright, whoa. Luckily we landed back on it. Just keep attacking. Link, come on. Oh, jeez. Alright, well, let's go ahead and stasis, bomb arrow, and I'm just gonna end you off like this, and also do this. Let's do that. Oh, let's do one more here. All right, there we go. And the explosion. Oh yeah, another diamond. Surprisingly, this hasn't gotten old yet. How many have we killed so far in this video? I'm still enjoying it, though I can imagine it's kind of time-consuming still. All right, let me just see what's inside this chest. And I'll take it. A golden bow. You know, we can use the zoom in it will give us. But all right, so to the next one. And luckily, it's not that far, and we don't have to scale upwards. It's actually very, very low down here. So let's go ahead and start making our way to there. It shouldn't take us too long, but yes, that's the last one. And wait, I gotta watch this. Are they? Oh, they killed it. Wait, no, it didn't. It's still trying to run away. Who will win? The bokoblins or the animals? Who knows? Either way, let's keep going. And actually, let me just say this now. If I haven't said this before, crap. Well, it doesn't matter. Actually, wait, no, bomb arrows will do the trick. Killing these guys, you'll get a lot of really, really raw, rare. Come on, no! Don't burn on me. Yes, okay. Those stuff were about to cook. And if it did, that would have sucked. But you see how we're getting all raw gourmet meat? I don't want to use ice arrows to icify the food, nor do I want to use fire arrows to cook the food. I want it still to be raw. But sadly, I don't have normal arrows. So I got to use bomb arrows. But you know what, man? It's getting a little too annoying. And you're riding a bear, so I actually don't even care if I hurt the bear. You know, because it's probably going to attack me as well. Look at it run. Hey, buddy. Oh, man. Okay, you know what? This party's getting a little too insane. I'm just going to get going and ignore all of these guys. Wonder if that's an Octorok. You know what? Let's figure it out. Whoa, never mind. I was going to try to stop, but I had so much momentum going forward. I want to use my magnesis and see what that was. But okay, in the rain, we got another battle, and I want to take this out. There we go. Oh, we don't have any lightning, or, yeah, shock arrows. Would have been nice if we did, because I would have wanted to see if the rain would have increased the damage, but it's not even raining anymore. It doesn't matter. But alright, so as you can see, a lot of these ones we haven't killed, but that's because we barely killed any of the Taluses within Hyrule. At least when we were hunting for the Hinoxes, most of them were slain. At least more than half of them were already slain prior to us doing the hunt. And that was, yeah, because the Hinoxes actually give you monster parts useful for farming, for like the Dark Link armor and just overall any type of thing from Kilton. Sadly, I mean, this gives you crazy cash, but not monster cash. I'm not complaining though, because I prefer this over monster cash. I mean, once you get the Dark Link outfit, you don't need any more. But I just wish you could have also exchanged the minerals. But who cares? On to the next, I guess. Alright, so after these two, which we'll have to do one after the other, all that's left is the ones north in Hebra, and we are done. I'm excited to, yes, finish this. Let me see, actually, where's this one located at? Wow, we haven't even discovered the crater. Look at this. Yes, there's a giant crater within the ground, and I believe it has a name for it. But the game won't tell you, obviously, until you run over it. I showed this off with, what, Dragonbone Mire, I believe. But I do like how you can fill up certain parts of the map, like the text won't appear until Link actually discovers it, forcing you to want to explore weird-looking areas on the map to see if it has anything. But as you can see, once I do approach in here, yes, we have the Geyser crater. So let's go ahead and, whoa, the way the camera angle changed. But let's go ahead and battle this guy. So, alright, time to get started. And, oh man, I gotta fight this. Man, we're not doing so much damage, and the sword, oh, broke already. Let's see, do I have anything else? We have this, which is stronger than my other weapon, but, okay, well, it's gonna break anyways. Great, but that wasn't even the reason why I didn't want to use it. It was mainly just because it was a two-handed weapon, and I feel like it'd be a little slow, but who cares? Let's just keep whacking at this. No! Alright. Just go ahead and fall for me or do something. Come on. Oh, whoa, that was really ruthless. What the heck? The way he just whacked me in the face. That was like the worst hit we've gotten from Metellus. Alright, come on, Link, climbing up again. Every time I do this really bad way of climbing up on top of them because I head from the wrong section and attempt to do it. But doesn't matter, let's just finish this up. Okay. And see, that's what keeps happening. Link accidentally fulfills the spin attack by slamming into the rock, and that causes Urbosa's Fury to go off when I don't intend it for that. But I don't intend for that. But okay. I'm gonna teleport back to this. It would have been nice to walk to it, but I mean this would be much quicker, so let's glide to the next one. Okay, so this one I don't believe we defeated, but I remember this one really well, and hopefully you guys may remember it for those who tuned in throughout the LP. So way back, I believe episode 19. It's weird how I'm remembering even the episode number. I might be wrong on the episode number though. But I remember when we were first heading to Rito Village, you know, following this pathway that takes you to Rito Village, we just kind of ran past some sort of music that played, and that was the Stone Talus theme. Now, when I first played the game, I didn't know of its location there, and I didn't think it was literally in your face. So see, this is what happens. You're with Epona, you're literally following the pathway the game gives you, and then you come across a rock that's blocking the way. Obviously with Epona, you will just run right past it, and you won't really have much time to notice that, yes, it gets up and tries to attack you. So I do believe like the game developers wanted you to face this while heading to Rito Village. But as you can see, we haven't killed it. We don't have a defeat thing on it because I was so confused why it was playing music, because I ran past it with Epona, and by the time I looked back to hear the music, I was long gone. I did not see it or anything. So it was this weird confusion for me. It wasn't until recently, you know, well not recently, but it wasn't until I found it that I realized, oh, that was that weird thing I was trying to figure out. But, okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and spam bomb arrows. You know, we've done every way. This is taking some time now, so yeah, I don't want to waste too much time on every single one of them, so yeah, I'll just spam bomb arrows if needed. And as you can see, that was pretty well, you know, we managed to do it. So, okay, on to the last 3. So, oh man, how am I supposed to get to this one? I guess from here. You know, we'll attempt it. I don't have all snow stuff on, but if we do fight another Frost Talus, I'll swap into the rest of the Snowquill attire. Let's just go ahead. And actually, wait, there's more than 3. There's 4. 1, and then 3 in the mountains. So, we're almost there. Just a few more to go. So, to the next one in Hebra. And this shrine is in not the best place to teleport to, but I love it for what it is, and let's go ahead and try something out, because I was questioning this in the video, and I want to confirm it, I guess right now, so might as well test it out. So we have this ability, you know, and it doesn't work actually. What am I saying? I tried this in my normal file. We have unfreezable, right? But if we go in the water, we still lose damage. I know that unfreezable doesn't mean you're not going to take damage from water, but if you're literally if you can't be frozen from anything, it would make sense for that ability to actually also apply in the water. But maybe I'm overthinking it. Okay, but either way, all I need to do is this. No, wait, what? The water's going the wrong way. Never mind. Huh, does the draft really change? I don't really care. I'm just jumping in. Let's go in. All right, swimming in the water. That's going to take so much HP. Oh, man. It's so cold. I can't handle it. Reminds me of, like, being in poisonous water in a video game. But, yeah, I want to actually use that log to kind of ride as, like, a boat. But it flew a little too far. I didn't want to attempt to swim to it. I mean, might as well just swim out of it instead of doing that, right? So, yeah, I wonder if the log is still going. Oh, it is. Look at that. Yeah, that could have been our boat, guys. We could have used that. But we are moving much faster now. So maybe it's a good thing that I didn't do that. And let's go ahead and move on to the next one. So, got to make sure where it is on the map. And plus, I noticed a lot of you guys yet requesting for me to show a better location of each one on the map. I feel like with me literally heading to each one from each shrine without cutting anything in between, is a good enough like guide on where to go if you follow along exactly where I go instead of having to like zoom in on the map. But I mean, I guess for those who, whoa, why does every time I jump on it the camera does that? But I guess for those who want to like speed things up and not watch this what, like over hour-long video, like I mean, I can imagine that this video is gonna be maybe the longest one, because yeah, it must be longer than the Hinox one, right? I feel like this is longer than the Hinox one. Alright, seriously, this is ridiculous. Why am I freaking struggling so hard to hit this guy? Like, it shouldn't be that hard. These guys are never tough. But here I am, just wasting so much time. Alright. Stop. Oh, my bow broke again. You only have Knight's bows, and all of these are from, like, Hyrule Castle. Or, actually, no, from killing any enemy. You can get Knight's bows so commonly. Alright. No, wait, why does it still hurt me when I'm, like, not even a part of the collision? Okay. Whatever. Just keep going. Let's move on. Hit him. Oh, my God. Why is he so annoying this time? There we go. Alright, avoid me. Hit him in the back. What? I heard the sound effect. He's not doing much damage. Oh, crap. Okay, come on. Hit him again. No. Hit him again. Perfect. You know, jump up. Come on, Link. Attack. Oh, what the heck? This is so bad. Like the angle we have. You know what? I'm just going to do this again. Might as well, right? Yeah, just attack it from afar. Because this guy's getting really annoying. Like the most basic Talus of all time. Like as we go on further and further, they're just, yeah, they're getting more annoying to deal with. But, I mean, it makes sense, right? These guys must be the toughest ones in terms of HP, because they're so high up within Hyrule that I'm assuming the game wants you to destroy. Whoa, okay. The Gerudo Spear there broke. I'm just going to keep doing this. I don't even care. We went through so many freaking weapons, man. That it's just like, what else do I use, you know? This is why we need the Boulder Breaker. Sadly, I just don't know where I'm going to get myself another Cobble Smasher, so... we have to deal with whatever weapons we have now. Because if we did have the Boulder Breaker, every single Talus would be a joke. But we're out. So, anyways, 3 more to go. Let's head on to the third to last one near the flight control place. Alright, I guess we're going to go ahead and make our way somewhere higher from here, right? Yeah, because it's really up north from here, so we gotta scale another cliff, and I mean, might as well use Revali's Gale since we do have it up. But what I was speaking of was this, and the flight range, not control or whatever I called it. But either way, what's cool about this is you can kind of use this to get yourself a little higher, and yeah, this is one of the few places that has music of its own, which is really nice, but really subtle, and you're never really going to be here to hear this music. And I guess that's a good example of what I was talking about in terms of music. Like, the few times you do hear it, it's so few and far between that it sucks, because this game has a lot of good music. It just never plays. And, like, to have to be in the flight range to listen to this nice, you know, theme, like, it kind of sounds like a lullaby or something, but it would have been nicer just to hear it in different areas within the game, bigger areas, and not only hear it so rarely.
Daruk's protection is now ready to roll.
But Daruk's protection, guys, yay, is that exciting? You know, it's ready to roll, like, every time. It's not that exciting. Like, every time I hear Daruk's protection, man, that's the only one I don't get pumped for. It's just like, oh, cool, you know? But it's the funniest sounding one, though. You know, Daruk's protection is ready to roll. Love his voice. I actually don't mind Daruk's voice. You know, it may sound a little over the top, but it's still better than Zelda's, as I mentioned. Yeah, not a huge fan of Zelda, but come on. Come on, we got this. Don't knock me off again. No. All right, we'll do this, though. Wait, why did the music stop? What? What's happening? What is going on with the music? Why did it repeat? It like went back to the mountain theme. Yeah, I don't really understand that. Interestingly, we had this weird musical glitch while I was calling out the music in this game. Well, not really calling it out, but just mentioning how it would have been nicer to hear a lot more themes within the game. But whatever. Beside the point. To the next one. Let's go. Alright, so all we need to do from here is I want to say jump down into the hollow pit where this was actually the Cold Snap Hollow was a side quest for us to kill the Frost Talus. So yeah, if you've done all the side quests, then you've probably done this one. But as we are gonna kill every single Talus within the overworld, we gotta kill this one again. And yes, it's all the way down here. Pretty cool area and pretty cool side quest idea. I do wish, and I've mentioned this as well before, but why not mention it again, I guess, that, yeah, a lot of the side quests utilize
Urbosa's Fury is ready.
just traveling like this, like someone telling you, hey, can you head over to this location, pins it on the map, and then you go there and find an enemy. That's fun. That's, yeah, that's like a fetch quest, which is in most open world games, but if Hyrule is so big and it's like the main thing to explore the game, why not fill it up with fetch quests? I mean, I love exploring the game, so I want fetch quests. I want to run to one destination of Hyrule, explore it, and come back and do something. Like, I want a reason to run to every single part within the game. Sadly, there's not too many of these quests. These, in my opinion, are the most fun. Man, we're in trouble here. I gotta use one of my weapons that are... What do I do? I'm out of weapons now. We'll use the frost one or something. Like, I don't know actually. So, you know what? This is like... Oh, okay. I was gonna say, you know what I can do is just shoot him until he's dead. Okay, Druk's protection. Just hit this. And, you know, I'm just gonna use a bomb arrow until he's dead. Because, I mean, what else should I do? All my weapons are out. I mean, all I have is my amiibo weapons, which, yeah, I don't want to go through them. Not yet, at least, just because they're very unique weapons. I mean, I guess we'll go through one of them, but which one? Maybe sword? Sword isn't that valuable? We'll go through the most, you know, iconic weapon in all of Zelda, right? I guess it would be the Master Sword is the most known weapon, but this was the first sword in all of Zelda. It's dangerous to go alone, take this. Your first true companion. At least it's based off of it. But alright, so one more, guys. This is it. After this, we are done. And yeah, it's starting to hit me on how long this might have taken us. Might have been really long, like the Hinox video, but that's another thing accomplished, you know, another thing done, another check on our to-do list. And hey, look, a Korok seed, but I don't care. Either way, my point is, yeah, this is another major objective in terms of the 100%ing thing that we will have completed, and I'm excited for that. Wait, what the heck? Oh, I'm so dumb. I'm like, did I really misplace a Talus? There's no way, because I've got them all before. But no, I didn't misplace it. It's actually up here. I'm pretty sure of it. Like, it's on top of this area, not underneath it. As you can see, yeah, we do have a lot of platforms above us. So what I'm going to need to do is make my way up there. And the easiest way up, I guess, is literally getting up there, because we don't have Revali's Gallop. So we're going to have to walk. But, you know, where there's a place, there's a way to get there. And you don't need Revali's Gale, I'll tell you that much. So, yeah, we're going to find a way to easily climb. Or a path. Ooh, this seems like a, well, not necessarily a flat-out pathway, but it seems easy enough to use to just make your way to the very top. So, yes, we're going to go ahead and make our way up here. And then I'm just going to glide over to where the Talus is. So, the Talus should be somewhere around here. Aha, okay. It's on the next platform. We just have to make our way there. But this is really cool, though. This whole area, the way it's all, like, destroyed, makes you wonder, like, this... something crazy must have happened. Like, some crazy fissure that just broke. Like, all of this land looks completely destroyed. It makes you wonder how it originally looked. But, maybe it was just naturally like that. Who knows? Hyrule has been through a lot, you know? Over 10,000 years, excluding every other game in the timeline prior to it. Yeah, it's just because, yeah, the Divine Beast timeline. A lot of people tell me that maybe a Zelda game fit in between that timeline. No, because then the Divine Beast would have been mentioned like it is in this game. There's no way they would remember something from 10,000 years ago, but not mention it prior in the other years, you know? But, okay, so, I guess let's go ahead and do... Oh, you fell like that? Nice. Where is, there we go. So just keep attacking. Oh wow, the little golem got me. How rude is that? Okay, let's just go ahead and end it once and for all. So the final Talus has been defeated. We have finally killed all 40 of them. Let's grab all this material here. And then I guess it's time to make our way to Kilton, because yeah, that does it, guys. Looks like we've done it all. So all right, let's go ahead and make our way to Haytano. I will rebuild the boulder breaker, I guess, another time, but so we can reset it on our wall. But for now, let's just pick up our reward. All right, it's daytime, so we're gonna have to make it night real quickly to get Kilton to appear. But to, you know, end this all off, I'm gonna wear the Dark Link outfit one more time to, you know, let Kilton know that we've done everything. And wait, I don't want this thing out. Probably gonna go, you know, get the champion bow and sword, or the boulder breaker, whatever you want to call it, after I finish this video. You know, we're gonna rebuild them. I got so much diamond from this video that we're gonna be good. Like, we don't need to worry about diamond, at least I believe so. Let's actually see how much diamond we have in total. So yeah, 15. I can get 15 more weapons. 15 more champion weapons can be reforged for my liking, and I'm happy with that. But alright, so yeah, Kilton shop, we can see the sign. Obviously he's not going to be here until nighttime, so let's go ahead and make a very quick campfire, that is. And then yeah, let's have Kilton appear and finally end this. I mean, I'm pretty sure we've done all 40. You know, I marked all 40 on the map. We killed them all. All now we'll have the star that says defeated on the side, letting us know that we've done it. Now, every single monster within Hyrule Field has been defeated. At least all the overworld ones. And yeah, it was time consuming, but for this little medallion that does almost nothing, it's still worth it, because at the end of the day, you know, at least we've got it done, right? But all right, so the stone talus. So sniff, sniff, this scent. This is, yes, this is when you know you've done it. You defeated every last stone talus. Yes. Oh, you are fragrant, my friend. It smells like the stone talus in front of me. And well, give it to me. Yes, the Medal of Honor Talus. Just Talus, because there's the frost and the fire and all of the other taluses. But yes, we finally did it. Jeez, man, it has taken us a while. As long as, yeah, you have this, I'll be with you, you know, serve in silence, blah, blah. But there we go. So, if we go ahead and check our inventory, we'll see we have every single medallion that you can get. Now, what we are missing, because you may be wondering, in our key items, we're still missing a couple more things. And let me just quickly explain it before we end off this video. So, 2 of them will be horse-related, you know, a bridle and a saddle for the horse. They're actually the extravagant versions that you can get by playing a mini game, and that's what we'll probably do maybe next time or very soon. So let me know if you want me to tackle the mini games within the game. It'd be a cool compilation video to do and play every mini game. But one of the mini games you get rewarded with that. And then on top of it, there's the prize for having every single Korok seed, which will take up an item slot. And the last one is, I believe, a letter that's supposed to have like a photo of something. You know what? We'll get into it once we get the objective. But that letter we'll be getting is from there, and that is, yes, in the Haytano Tech Lab. Simon will actually give you a reward for completing the compendium. Thing is, you can complete it by purchasing from Simon. So you can purchase all of it and replenish the compendium with all the info you need. But we're going to try to take as many photos as we can before we resort to that method, because I like doing it, and those will be done during the streams, like we'll do with upgrading armor and stuff like that. But anyways, yes, next time we're going to continue doing the many quests within Hyrule Field, and there aren't much left. Like, pretty much all that's left is the compendium, the mini games, and the remaining Korok seeds. And then obviously when the DLC comes, we'll have a little more content to jump into. So I'm excited for that nonetheless. Thank you all so much for watching this video of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I guess now that we are officially done with Kilton's duties, I can take the stuff off. You know, we no longer need it. I can put the green hood on and enjoy my time here in Hayton. Now, anyways, I'm going to sit and enjoy this music now that we finished this long task, and we're going to end off here. Thank you all so much for watching. I've been Zelda Master, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!